we are talking about. As he said, the highest rated.
Money check, swagger check, drip check, cut the check. You know I say fly like a jet. I'm a triple threat. Watch me flex.
What's up, boys?
Not much.
Not much.
Not much. It's the not much call. Not much is happening in this call.
We need heart rate monitors, Aman. Well, probably not Jake. Jake's a professional gamer, but my heart rate's through the roof.
Let me get these cameras up. Okay. Here we go. All right. Have you come equipped with more signs today, Levi? I think that's the first question on everyone's mind.
The same rotation.
Okay.
I want to see some ducks in chat, but I think I'll focus more on the chess and less on the signs this time, especially since last time I was holding up signs with my camera off after my camera shut off.
That's right.
And I don't know if that was the best use of brain cells while I'm playing a match and getting my ass kicked if I'm holding up signs. And you called that out. I rewatched the stream and you're saying Levi's probably holding up signs right now looking like an idiot. And I'm sure I did.
It was only a prediction.
It was accurate. I held up sorry Coach Tim quite a few times, but so I feel bad he couldn't see that because I felt like I let Tim down a little bit. But
well, Coach Tim, speaking of the guy, is here. Despite him being on a different time zone, I think he's in Barcelona right now. So Tim is in chat. Can we say the same for your coach there? No regret.
I mean, mine is Australian. This is a time zone that doesn't really mingle with ours.
That's true. That's true. Almost never. Have you spoken to Coach since your last match there, Jake?
No. Did not.
Self grind
completely. Yeah.
Yep.
But I'm at an all-time high right now. So.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Let me investigate this. That's intimidating. It's like when you weigh in, and then you show up 20 pounds heavier for the fight. It's like, hold on a second.
Yeah, I've been doing quite well. The last 7 days has been good win rate.
So 12.26. Yikes, 12.26. Thoughts there, Levi? Are you also potentially coming in at a high or not quite?
Not coming in at a high, but I like my match record versus Jake so far, the games that I've played versus him, that I feel pretty confident he doesn't remember.
I have no clue what we're talking about. So
went pretty well.
Right.
So that makes me feel like that we've got a competitive match here, which I'm looking forward to.
It's good. I feel like Jake is like, wait a minute, fuck, we've played? Wait, what? Our score? Wait, what?
Yeah, I have no idea what we're referring to right now. So that's a good thing.
Well, the sad part is this is an elimination match. So it's a match in the loser's bracket, which means only one can go through. So the stakes are even higher. But with the stakes higher, obviously we had to have a longer match because we want to really decide the best player today and ultimately the winner.
Do I have any volunteer timeout coaches? Volunteer timeout coaches. Maybe Tim. Is Tim available? Maybe to get Tim on the phone, double ending the deal.
Jake, Tim's internet might be a little sketchy at the hotel, so if we call a timeout, we can just chat. It can just be me and you hanging out.
Hey, that's a good idea. Let's do that.
Analyze together.
We can have a shit talk timeout. I like that.
I love it.
There you go. Bobercio will coach for one sub. Okay. Big offer for you there, Jake.
That's insane.
Fellow BrahChamper.
Yeah, a fellow BrahChamper wants a sub to coach me. That's crazy.
I will say we've seen timeouts so far that players have not necessarily conversed with their coach. Most notably, Dark Spur, who conversed with a Modelo, and he did lose that match. I just want to say that. So the record's not great. However, we do have a coin toss. Levi, give us the honor of calling it heads or tails, please.
Heads.
All right. And we have heads, which means your call on the pieces. White or black to start?
Black pieces.
Oh, that's a power move. I don't appreciate a power move this early on.
So I'm trying to think. The
Unbelievable.
only other guy to call black pieces, I think, was
Spur.
Dark Spur, and it did not work out.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Did you have a coin toss last time, Levi, that you had a say in? Would you have chosen black pieces if so?
I picked white last time, and my showing of my London system was I kind of blacked out for the first 5 moves, and it was not adequate. So,
are you trying to reduce the London games here? Is that the strategy?
No, Coach Tim prepared some sauce for me versus Jake when I play with black, and so I'm excited to put that to the test. Some gambity stuff that might be interesting. We'll find out.
I hope Coach Tim found my Smurf account where I'm practicing my other openings.
Oh, some big words on both sides there. Dropping the prep and then dropping the alt.
Because I don't know if you noticed, the only opening I play on that one account. There's only one opening.
The you and the word opening in the same sentence is surprising to me because I feel like
actually,
you just
that is true too. It doesn't even matter. Yeah. Actually,
that's the scariest part about playing you. Like if I look at your opening tree, you just do whatever every time anyways on your main.
That is true. So. I don't actually have a specific opening really, but
that's a hard guy to prep
so
against.
Hard to play against.
We'll see how it goes. Apparently we've played before, so you have an advantage for sure in that regard.
True.
There you go. As the hat says, do good, gentlemen. Play well, and that's all from me. We'll mute up the call, so if you guys mute Zoom, and I'll do the same. I will start the first game, so make sure you're logged in, chess.com/play/online, and you can rematch from there. And the next time we'll be taking a break. Will either be for a timeout or the match will be over. So best of luck, guys, and I'll start the games in just a couple minutes here. All right. And let me bring up our music here. Got to bring the techno out here. So we had the black pieces called and asked for by Levi. The black pieces. Now this is a big matchup. Only one can move on in the event. Who do you have? Levi on the top, Jake on the bottom. And remember, Levi wanted the black pieces, so that's how he's going to start. Good luck. I wonder what the opening was. I wonder what the opening was that we're supposed to be predicting here for Levi. Is this it? Now, this looks very solid here. Levi coming in at 11:15. And remember, No Regret said he was peaking at 1200. Peaking, ladies and gentlemen. Well, you can't complain about this, right, Coach Tim? Like, your fighter's getting a position like this, and he went back knight c3. Very unusual move, by the way. Yeah, you see a position like this, you got to be happy. Now, I would say this is definitely in the difficult to spot realm, but it was there. It was there in the position. Hey, very solid position here. Who would I be happier as? At this rating, I would probably say that Levi's happier. He's out of the opening super solid. He's got a knight against the bishop, which I personally think at 1000 elo is just the preferred piece. Doesn't matter if the bishop's better. I find that the knight is easier to work with. Snorked up here. We have not seen the same for Levi, but again, have to be happy with the position here. And remember, it's first to 6, so we got a long match ahead here. Will we see the exchange? I would be personally more tempted not to do that and to play with the knight and bishop on the board, but remember, these guys are probably interested in playing a safe first game. No one likes to lose game number 1. I feel that everyone's being super solid here. Thinking back to the first match, it was actually a very good shout by both players, and they're coming in fairly evenly matched here. So I expect this to be a close one. Available and taken. Are we going to see this? That could be an idea. One sample line is this. Okay, takes, and Luft made. Great start for Jake, though, who basically just, especially if this knight move happens, that trade would be good. Very good to get activity here. C4 played. Backwards defense. Yep, pretty good stuff here from Jake. Wow, no regret. With a phenomenal little rearrangement of the pieces. I think this one would have been nice, but this is an amazing move as well. Holy. Yep, this is really well played. No regret is now up 30 seconds. He's up a pawn. He's about to be up another pawn. Takes, defended. Why do I like the knight? It's usually for positions like this, but I'm expecting that black has pawns on the board. Because you're down 2 pawns, okay, I prefer white, of course. But if the pawns were even, those 2 pawns off the board, I think the knight is really dangerous to work with. Rook here looks like an idea. Rook could swing over like that. Jake is definitely miles ahead here. He's up 2 pawns. But most importantly, he's up time. And are we going to see b5? No, he decides to take. It's perfectly fine. He's got enough. He's up a piece. And I think he's also quite fast. So don't expect anything to go wrong here. Obviously, the knight disappeared in that line, but you have to understand Levi was up against the clock as well. I definitely would keep playing here, though. Even though it feels like, oh, just like handing over the win no matter what, I think there's reason to keep playing. It's game number 1. You want to see how confidently and quickly players checkmate. You want to see whether they're pre-moving for no reason. So I think that's a missed opportunity to play that on. Okay, so Jake does not have a dangerous setup here. Okay, that's just a bad move. Oh, okay, so Jake's setup against the London is awful. Meaning, Levi can get a very, very successful match with the London system. Jake's setup is terrible here. Bishop is an absolute non-participant in the game. Knight is also terrible. Okay, we're decent here. We're decent. I do think that, you want to keep that bishop and then you can send it. But yeah, Levi's position is really, really good. I would say these 2 moves look killer. Yep. Oh yeah. This is all Levi, guys. I mean, you can grab this. Oh, and he's just going to take it. Let's see. Oh, knight takes is terrible. What is Jake doing? He's made it in 1. There's just no thought behind the moves from No Regret there. Who's certainly going to be having 1 or 2 after that. That was just an awful game. I'm telling you guys, That London system was the easiest win. I think Levi should have picked the white pieces to start things off. Jake does not have an answer to the London from what I've seen. But remember, he freestyles a lot. He's going to switch it up. Let's see what happens in the next game. But if we don't see an adjustment from No Regret, I'm telling you, Levi's almost guaranteed to win every single one of his games with the London, based on the setup I saw there. So it's whether or not Levi can also pick up some points with the black pieces. Tim says that was all prep. The whole thing was prep. Coach Tim is very happy with what he sees right now. Knight here could run into trouble after bishop there. Let's see, because this looks like a natural move, and especially big blunder there. Now you have the opportunity. Ooh, okay, big miss moment there. I think, oh, and now if you do this, there's something happening, which means this one is playable. Although it is on the side of the board, it would have been much better to do it here. That would have been nice. So let's make sure, as Levi, don't play this. It's so tempting. It's so easy to fall into. This is legitimately going to be a difficult position to get out of here, guys. There's something right here that everyone is unaware of, and it's actually this. Levi he's like, there's no thought at all. These guys are playing so quick. Levi is moving so quickly right now. There's no thought behind, hey, what do I actually have to maintain in this position? It reminds me of the previous London game where Jake was just like, he's practically pre-moving himself into checkmate. I think these guys need to slow down. This is a complete disaster, and nobody for their life can play a good game with the black pieces so far. Actually, the first game was by far the best. By far. But now Jake has changed up the variation here, and Levi is not looking as solid here. Although the game was still fine. It was just like a specific move was really bad here that got him into trouble. His opening was perfectly fine. And we know, you're a couple moves away. Taking this and putting the queen there also does not work because you get mated anyway. Yeah, so I actually think this is a reasonable try, but of course, now that you've moved your H pawn, if the pawn was there, you could try this, but it's not going to be. Not going to be enough anymore. I'm sensing a lot of jitters from the players because we are moving way too quickly on both sides. Let's see this London again. It's a huge moment for the match because what will Jake change about his game? What will he change? Okay, this is fantastic. Another unbelievably good London. Jake he's in serious trouble here if he does not adjust to this London, because this is bad. This is real bad. Now, 95 to me looks almost a little bit rushed. I would have maybe preferred to be castled already. It's definitely not a terrible move at all. Queen here is the move that I like. Really good stuff. And maintaining a piece on e5. But we'll have to see how good Levi is at playing positionally. He's got nothing to worry about on the board here. Really, really nice game. Rook e1, rook maybe c1 would be the two rook moves. Does he know to take with a piece? Yes, he does. And after queen here, I would suggest this. And that's why I said, let's see how good he is positionally. Okay, that's a very reactive move. I understand it, but there was a potential tactic there. Difficult to spot, believe me. And yeah, I might just bring a rook like this. I think that's the simplest way to do it. This is another good idea. I think that was his threat. Yeah, and you move that, the game might end. Got to be very careful here. Yeah, no regret. Careful, buddy. Ay, ay, ay. Ay, ay, ay. It's all over. Guys, the black pieces here have not been played sufficiently by anybody so far. I think that Levi's first game with the black pieces was the best that we've seen, but white is crushing. And how terrible would it be if this match ends 6-5 for Jake? Because he had white first. I mean, this is 100% over. Yeah, pack it up. Obviously, you can do this. If I'm Jake, I would probably do this. May as well. You know, just hope and a prayer. And that is going to be that. Yeah, rook there was forced mate. That's okay. Got to know your patterns, though. As white, I'm looking at a move like this because I'm like, you know, if I play h3, zero chance I lose the game. Okay, he's definitely got this, though. And look at Jake. He's going to play this out. He's cutting the king off so that he can promote. And smart to get rid of the pawn moves. Once again, that is entirely correct. He is going to take his time, ensure that he delivers a checkmate, which he does. It's 2-2. The London system, Jake does not have an answer for. Now, Levi's opening here is great. If you want my opinion on who has the better chance in this match right now, it's for sure Levi, because his games with the black pieces are competitive. And in fact, he's got a good position. He's just messing it up later. But Jake's games with the black pieces are not competitive. So far, everything we've seen has been a pretty bad position against the London. And there you go. That's an important move and the best move. But they've all been winning their games, and oh my goodness, that's such a quick move. This is what I mean. It's like you've got 2 minutes, 42 seconds. The guy plays knight here. You're not going to pause for a second to think? Jake, you're not going to play the goddamn move that I thought you were planning? Like, these guys are playing way too fast. Got 1100s after knight b5. They're just not even considering, like, autopilot. And Jake just missing the idea entirely. Ay, ay, ay. Lots of misses. Bishop e3, sure. This match has been I want to say our fastest to date. And we're just seeing like 95 in a half second is just, I don't know. I don't know what's happening here. These guys are playing way too fast, both of them. Probably the most blunders we've seen in any match. Neither one of them is even giving half a thought to the moves in front of them. And we're seeing 95 in like a split second. It's the biggest blunder on the board. Like, I don't know what I'm watching. This is terrible from the guys. They need to slow down and just actually look at the position for once. Even this move, like, rook here may have actually just like won the game. Even here. No regret is up an entire piece and he might actually lose the game. Like if he plays pawn here, that's done. If he plays bishop here, that's done. If he plays king here and rook g1, that's done. Like the chances are actually maybe black wins this game. Crazy stuff here. Now they're thinking, okay, here we go. That's a big think here. And that's the end of the game. Like I said. How are you going to sit there for an entire minute and mate yourself? It does not make sense. I would call this concerning for Jake. He's been, let's say, broken, right? His serve has been broken. He's currently facing a London that he's scored terribly against, 0% in this match. He's never got a playable position. It's been really, really rough. And he just lost his game with the white pieces. If he doesn't win right here, it's going to 4-2, and that could swing everything. And look at this. This is again, well, he can pick up a pawn here, absolutely. Maybe he'll do something like this, but yeah, I think the best is to just grab and then bring this to the middle. Levi has had a winning position with white in about 10 to 15 moves every single time. I definitely dislike this. Knight g5 if you wanted to try something, but why aren't we winning a pawn? Still, you can castle and just fully send it here. That's probably good enough. Yep, I totally understand this. He's in full send mode, very aggressive stuff. I love the way that he's been playing this London every single time. C4, that's a one-move attack, and boy, is it a bad one. Jake's coach is not here, meaning he is all on his own in this position. If I had my coach here, I'd call a timeout and hear what he has to say, because if this game doesn't go your way, you're looking at a 4-2 deficit. You've never got a playable position in half your games. It's time to shake things up. Yep, there's going to be this. Now, if I'm playing Jake's position, I'm probably taking and looking to run my king and say, hey, good luck mating me. And I actually think that requires a lot of skill from Levi to accomplish. Now, this is a phenomenal move to start off with. He doesn't rush with the check. He doesn't rush with this. He guards the pawn and, most importantly, threatens this. This is a really good move. Let's see how he backs it up, though. For example, this. Yeah, can't imagine. I mean, actually, yeah, that just gets it done. This move is also decent, but I would say that's the cleanest. And oh my god, from winning a queen to actually forcing black to trade the queens, inconceivable move, queen h4. You're also down a pawn. Queen h4, hands down, without losing material, is the worst move I've ever seen. Just in terms of understanding the position. You've got the king on the run, you're launching an attack, and you like force your opponent to trade queens. Like a gotcha. Truly a horrific move. Coach Tim has got to be disturbed by that. No Regret has got a lot of speed here, but shout out to Levi for winning that pawn. He knows how to use some pins. He's being very tricky right now. Yep, he's playing, I would say, positionally, Levi is crushing it. Some very good understanding here. He might be trying to play this. Oh my god, b3. He could just take it. Dude, what are you doing? Allowing black to take... this makes no sense. The lads are playing so insanely fast. Like, their brains are actually not processing some of the moves that come in. This is insane. He's not... I feel like he's not even registering what move is happening. Oh, no. This is bad. This is very bad. And it could be all over right here. Yes. Well, that's GG, I think. Oh my god. The attack. Guys, this could have been 4-2. It's actually going to be 3-3. They both finally win with the black pieces. Wow. Jake winning when he needs to. The London goes down, but I tell you, it did not deserve to. That was, again, a crushing London. But Jake pulls it out. Now, Jake plays yet another variation. I don't know if you guys have noticed, but Jake has played, I think, almost a different Caro-Kann every single time, or something close to it. And now we have yet another one with E5. And Jake's coach, the Iceberger, is here in chat. Oh my goodness, folks. This could be a game changer. Jake's coach is here, but the thing is, Jake doesn't know that. So if Jake calls a timeout, he won't even know to contact his coach. Which means if the iceberger's on standby, if Jake calls a timeout, buddy, you might want to get in touch with your fighter immediately. If a timeout is called. Oh my. You've got to be kidding me. What is this move? The game could end immediately here. Matter of fact, if the queen went there, I guarantee you, could end immediately. 2-move lifespan on this game here. We might even see this pre-moved. Oh my God. What are we looking at? How does this move even come to your mind? What is that? It's so bad. Huh? You're just, oh my God, you're down a knight and then you have the same problems. This is crazy. I mean, bishop h6, that's a one mover. You know? You can guard that. And that's it. That's advantage for Levi in a position that was lost for him. Let's not forget, like, Levi's completely winning here. A couple moves ago, he just played this move. This is the type of match we're looking at. I have to say, in terms of quality, especially considering this is a 1-6 matchup, and both players are rated over 1100, this is hands down the lowest quality match I think we've seen. Just in terms of the raw blunders back and forth. When I say lowest quality, I don't necessarily mean one player. I mean both players collectively in the same game are blundering back and forth so much. The evaluation is changing significantly every single move. Every single time there's a move, the evaluation is like, it is jumping. Unbelievable. Now, Jake is the one making a little bit of a comeback, a little bit of a push here. I think that he wants to do this, although it does not work straight away. I'm pretty sure he might consider this, even though this is a really good reaction. That's fair. I think he wants to do this one. Levi gives up the rook for the bishop. That was a very intentional decision, so I don't classify that as a blunder at all. I'm not going to lie, the bishop was quite dangerous. So I understand that. I really do. Queen e7. Are we going to see something like this? White would have a couple checks. No, he's just going to offer another queen trade. That makes sense. Jake seems like he's kind of declining the queen trades, though, so I expect him to continue, and he does. Now, this is a funny-looking move. I don't know how good it is, but it looks funny. Hey, I respect the hell out of that move. Trying to get something going. Oh, huge opportunity miss there. Rook captures on f4. And oh my God, the king's going for a stroll. What is happening here? By the way, king here is absolutely amazing because if king e2, there was queen g2 check. And now the king's going to have to run. There's going to be some checks. How fast is Levi? He's got 20 seconds. Take the damn rook. What are we doing? He's looking for mate. It's not there. 16 seconds. He sees the queen. No, that's incredible. To see that queen, I think a lot of players would have lost their own queen there. Seriously. He sees the queen. He makes the exchange. Now he needs to eliminate the pawns. Can he do it? He's got 10 seconds to get rid of these two pawns. Can he do it? Of course, he can just make his own queen. Oh my God. The worst, literal worst time to pre-move. Literal worst time to pre-move. Couldn't be worse. The only time you're not supposed to pre-move is right there, just like that. And oh, what a frustrating moment. As Jake takes the lead and the timeout is called. All right, we have a timeout called by Levi, which means there's 3 minutes on the clock starting now. You can stay muted.
Do I have to stay muted?
I suppose not.
I thought we were going to chat it out.
You want to chat it out?
I thought we were going to chat it out in our timeout.
I'm going to throw a call over to the old Tim Cannon. I'll talk to you in a minute.
That's insane. That's insane.
I'm going to go talk to my coach, my supportive coach.
Well, some of us don't have coaches in our lives. Okay, we're not all.
Jake, I'd like you to know that your coach is in chat.
Oh shit, is he?
All right, 3 minutes starting now. Levi, Jake, that is 3 minutes. So send the rematch and start the next game.
Let me mute up here real quick. Sounds good.
All right. Now, the timeout was called by Levi. Let's remember. He called it. He wanted to go over some stuff. Now, Aiden, the Iceberger, who is No Regrets coach, he joined the match as it was in progress. So, in fairness, I don't think he's seen how much suffering has gone on in this opening, because clearly it hasn't been addressed, and I was expecting this. There's no time. He wouldn't have known. Like, they only had a couple minutes. Now, that being said, what I'm looking at here seems as though, whether it's coach advice or not, things have improved dramatically. I still prefer white. White is still better. That being said, this is a position you can play. Jake's king's not running around completely clueless in the center while there's a huge attack going. This is definitely playable. I prefer white a lot, but it's very playable. You're not lost. You're not down material. Yeah, you guys are talking about timeouts by the same team, though. We're not on. There's no 2 timeouts here. The lads only have 1 timeout. Rook to E1. And I think Levi has a very, very good understanding of these positions. If something goes like that, then you can take. Okay, are we going to see this? Yep. He can put this bishop here. I don't know what it does. I wonder if that's a mouse slip, because, like, ooh, okay. Do not care for a pawn on a light square. Black can also take control of the open file here. Yeah, not liking what I'm seeing. A bit of some strange moves, but okay. The guys are 11, 1200. Not going to be playing a perfect game. Overall, Jake's game has been much better. However, if I'm being honest, Levi knows what he's doing here. He's clearly looked at this, like these types of positions with 2 rooks and a good and bad bishop. I wonder if Coach Tim has looked at these positions specifically, not this exact one, but these types of positions. Because the way he's playing is like he's a maneuvering god. Look at these pieces. They're all stationary. They haven't done anything. There's an idea. The first aggressive idea from No Regret. It shouldn't be enough, but you'd be surprised. You get one threat going, everything changes. Look at this. Now this pawn is hanging. Oi, oi, oi. Will he throw this in? I think that's absolutely critical. The reason I mentioned that it's critical is because I think that Black's best idea would actually be to take the pawn and lose the piece. It sounds insane, but I just think White has such an advantage here. Oh, it's a check with the king, folks. Watch out. Oh, no, he's trading. surely Levi trusts this endgame. It's a close one. He's got time to think about it. It's not forced. He does trust it. Let's see, the bishop endgame should be full steam ahead. Speaking of full steam ahead, I don't know why this pawn's not moving. What's going on here? Am I blind? Guys, this bishop can win the game with bishop h5. White is putting a pawn on a light square. All bad. All incorrect. There we go. Finally, this thing moves. Yes. That's it. Levi has it now. I wouldn't say that's ideal, but oh my goodness. This is going to be an interesting one, guys. The king is going after the pawn. The king's going over to take this. But then you've got another passed pawn. There we go. I don't think he can catch it with the king. He's going over with the bishop. What an interesting game. Is he going to go in? Yes. E3, is it in time? He's going to try to get the king out, but it's not going to be close enough. The white king can cut it off. Oh, but bishop here played. Now E3. He's trying to go here. Wait a minute. E2 played by No Regret. He tried it. It failed. Bishop G6 now is going to win for Levi. Bishop C2, not a bad attempt. He's going to bring the king in. He's got 6 seconds, though. Levi, after a timeout, just played an amazing positional game. Good bishop versus bad bishop. Let's see if he can put the finishing touches on it. And that's actually mate in 1. Will it be played? Yes, indeed. That is mate, and it's 4-4. Four to 4. Jake switches it up to D4, ladies and gentlemen. What is this opening? From what I'm seeing here, it's terrible. From my view over here, this is god-awful. I do not know why we're not taking this. It's a free pawn, but he's probably assuming, you know what, it's going to get messy. Let me play a position that I've played before. You know, kind of looks a bit more like a position you could get from a Caro-Kann. But the truth is, it's a little bit more like a French. Let's see if that throws him off at all. Okay, this is defended, but I love that move. That's very tricky. You take it, there's trouble. Ooh, and Levi not on his toes here. Taking here would have won the game immediately. Okay, still a great position for Levi. His openings, his prep, they've definitely been a lot better. The average opening has definitely trended in Levi's favor. No Regret. Probably going to castle, bring pieces to the middle, maybe launch an attack. Let's see. Now, I would definitely be interested in this. Ooh, he's going to take. I do not like that move. Levi with a great recapture. Black is all good to go here. Sure, he brings the rook to the middle first. Desperately needing to castle here. Whoa, I do not understand this. Oh my God. That was just horrific. What are you doing, Levi? Brother, castle. Like, let's stick to the basics here. This is just atrocious. What is, I think, B5 and A6? I'm telling you, these two players, they move at the speed of light. There's like no thought about what the opponent's doing. There's no way as an 1100, your opponent should make a move and you're just like autopiloting, like no care in the world. A6, it's insane. Like the guy's a threat. Like look at it. Pay attention for half a second. They're not even spending a second to consider what the opponent is threatening, what move they just did. It's not even registering. Slow the hell down. At least take like 3 to 5 seconds and just process the move. Just like see the move happen. Because I'm a pretty quick player, and I tell you, in half a second, I can barely process what move is happening, come up with my own, and then execute it. Now, I think, I was going to say, I think that Levi was going to go here. And I was like, oh, that's an interesting idea. That's a really nice move. Very classy from Jake to trade the queens by force, by the way, because this is now trapped in there. So that is a very classy queen exchange. And up an entire rook. This has to be enough. Jake now has, if he wins this, match point as he tries to reach 6. I like what Levi's doing with the king, fighting for some activation, it looks like. You do not want to trade, so avoid at all costs. Yep. There's only so much you can do. I mean, his position is pretty bad. That's unfortunate. That's definitely a mistake there. But hey, a mistake right back. Did not take it. You can check, but that's not going to be enough. And matter of fact, he just trapped his rook. He can get it out like this, but oh, that was close. That was very close, actually. That's fortunate right there. That rook was almost in trouble. Okay, rook safe. One thing that you can try to do, though, and we're actually seeing it, is, if he takes there, basically you can try to take all the pawns. Even though it's going to be 2 rooks, we can appreciate that that's incredibly winning. Still, if you try to take all the pawns in the position, I guarantee you this is going to be tough for white to win. If he goes here and wins this pawn, that's a great move as well. Rook here. Even if you trade a pair of rooks now, there's going to be a real fight. 22 seconds, you're down a rook. This is the best shot you have. It is. That's just the truth. Obviously, he should have kept shuffling like that. Probably should have gone to take that pawn. And let's see, 12 seconds. You got to play this on for sure. Fortunately, the rook was, really well set up for this checkmate. And that was about the easiest that you could get that checkmate. It is match point. Jake at 5, but he's facing the London. The London has never gone well. Can Jake pull it off? Well, I tell you one thing. He has changed his move. Is this a good move? No. Do I already like it better than usual? Yes. Yes, I do. C5 and then C4. Absolute trash. Not good. But I'm telling you, this is going to throw Levi off. And the games that we've seen in the London from him have been completely winning in no time. So immediately I like this better. Jake is getting a different game than the same losing positions he's got every single time. And that has to count for something. Levi's handling it absolutely correct. Queen F6. Okay, it's getting a little spicy here. Getting a little spicy. Is he going to grab this? Or is he going to focus on maybe castling? Oh, yeah. Killing it. Levi playing for his life here. Playing for his life. Oh my God. You're telling me, and you can see the facial expression, you're telling me with the match on the line, you're playing moves like Bishop D6. Thank you very much. He's going to trade. He's up a piece, and he's looking to bring this back to 5-5. All squared away. Trades. You should never be against a trade. If you're up a piece, immediate capture. Okay, F3, not the best, but the guy's up a knight. He can pretty much do what he wants here. That's another queen trade and a great looking move, by the way. And you can mop this up. I think that once again, we may see the idea of Black trying to take control of the second rank while being down material. And it actually worked out phenomenally last time. Like, we've seen both of these players literally down material and winning games. So I know it doesn't even make sense, but you can't count Jake out here. He's doing exactly what you should do. He's up about 45 seconds. He's playing insanely quick. And he's telling Levi, look, we all know you're winning. You're up that night, but we've both messed this up in this match before. Let's see it. Let's see if you can do it faster than me. Rook B1 is a great move. We can continue to invade. Okay, I was going to say you could play this or you could grab. Rook B7. I like the look of that move. For some reason, I was looking at this. The queen doesn't really have good moves otherwise, and that's an absolutely huge move from Levi. He sets up mate. He knows he's threatening it, and Jake cannot defend. There's no way to defend it. Queen D7 is perfect. Oh, and he's even leaning back. He knows he's winning. Will we see a timeout? Will Jake hit the timeout button? Guys, we could be going into next game wins territory. Can he get a duck in chat? In this match, we've seen anything and everything. Is it all going to come down to the white pieces? Don't tell me that Jake wins with the white pieces. I think his coin toss call all comes down to this. When he called that coin toss and he said, give me the black pieces, this was the game that mattered. This is what it was all about. If he wins with black, it all makes sense. Let's see. A phenomenal start here. By the way, I'll point out, we have an opening that I don't think we've seen before. This is brand new from No Regret. I don't know what this is, but he's been mixing it up the entire matchup. Some cases, it was great for him because, boy, he got some bad positions. And in others, it was not so great. Like, this opening is a disaster, but it's the same innovation and creativity that got him away from those terrible London lines. So a little bit of good, a little bit of bad. Jake is up time. I point that out early because time is such a factor in a nerve-wracking game like the final game. Okay, big time move right here. Perhaps being threatened. I wouldn't be surprised by this. We've had some players in the event when they have the white pieces, when they have the black pieces, you know exactly what to expect. This is someone that you do not know what to expect. Now we see this, which discourages this move, but it encourages this move. What will Levi do? He's still down that time, approaching on 30 seconds. He does play it. After a think, and I think time well invested, he does play what I'm assuming he will know is a fork. Although he's taking some time here, it's like really making me nervous. Does he see that this is actually loose? Oh my God, he doesn't see that it's loose. You're kidding me right now. He plays the queen move. He doesn't take the free knight. Now he's got his own queen to worry about. There's only one square or you're dead lost here. You have to find the one move on the board. He does. But what a missed opportunity. And now he's down 30 seconds and counting, by the way. That is a game changer for sure. Oh my goodness, the queen was just on that square. What's happening here? The queen was just on that square. That's another free knight. The second one missed by both players. Knight g4. Levi in the tank here. He's almost down a minute. And this is going to be, this is going to be the story, guys. It's time. It's always been time. You're down a minute on the clock in a decisive game. I don't think there's enough on the board here. Okay, rook takes. Let's see. Probably activate this, I would assume. Bishop takes e6. Oh my goodness. Queen takes, we have this. Pawn takes, we have this. Who the hell is this guy? Bishop takes e6 is a shot from hell. Oh my goodness. Good Lord. Bishop g2, the best move in the position. Holy shit, these guys all of a sudden started playing out of their minds. Not queen takes. He was expecting queen g2. Oh my goodness. The wrong move there. He was expecting queen takes g2. He didn't see rook takes, which of course is the better move. 25 seconds, buddy. Lock in. It's not over. But man, does it look good for Jake right now. That's a trade. Use that rook. Where's it going? I'm definitely expecting this. Oh, okay. King up. That's a little something. Yep. Remember, white can always hang the queen. That's a pretty good pre-move, I'm not going to lie. He desperately wants to fork these two, which means this comes to mind. Oh, he's chasing the king in. Oh, no. Oh, my goodness. He's winning. Ladies and gentlemen, he's winning. Holy fuck, what a blunder. And he's got some pre-moves. This is absolutely insane. The last second choke from Jake. He's advancing the pawns. At the very least, he's got a draw, but does he have the win? He's bringing the king in. He's got a queen. Will he save the draw at least? Yes, he will. And can he win this? Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, no. What a choke. What an insane game right there. Both players were sure shots to win. Sure shots to win. It was damn near guaranteed. I couldn't believe that Jake didn't win that. The foresight for that check to win the queen. You have got to be kidding me. This is what BrahChamps is all about, folks. And Levi, maybe with that coin toss at the beginning, said, you know what? We're going to have one game that's going to be a maniacal draw like that. So I want the white pieces for the final game. LeviAllen saved a completely lost position. Now, he didn't quite manage to win it, but I would say if you're Levi, you're happier with that than Jake. Because it's tough to do that checkmate under the pressure. It's very, very tough. This is quite difficult to spot. I'd probably expect something more like that. The guys are trying to settle down here. I will say that Levi's been pretty tactically sharp. You know, when he spends the time, he can find the tactics. Sometimes it's not always worth it. And I like what he's doing here. He just says, yeah, let me bring the pieces. Like, we know this is good for white, so why not? It's just that I don't know he's always hunting for those tactics, right? It's been a few times now that this move is there. He can find them, but they're there almost every move. I'm not going to lie. His positions have been so good that there's been so many tactics. Did he mouse slip? You have got to be fucking kidding me. He mouse slips bishop g3. Levi, if we've seen what happened in the last game, lock the fuck back in immediately, because I'll tell you something, buddy. This is not over. And you know what else? I actually think that this position is legitimately decent for white, despite this. Like, legitimately decent for white. It's a very, very good position, which shows you how good it was prior to this blunder. I want this. I want this. I'm looking at this. There's lots that can happen here. This one has been there. There you go. We're seeing some head bobbing despite being down that material. Lock in. Anything can happen. Jake already had a queen on you last game, and look what occurred. F3. He's covering things. Rook E1. He's playing like he's winning here. He's playing with a little pep in his step. Queen G5. Yeah, you could say there's a little something here. I'm more concerned about what's happening with these pawns. And I'll tell you, taking here is very concerning because of that. I think that No Regret might do this. And that is a fantastic move from Jake. Fantastic move. Ooh, I definitely don't like that one. That's not the one there. Coach Tim says take pawns. Okay, I think, yep, he's listening to you there, Coach. Okay, we're going to need another generational Jake choke. That's the only way that this match continues because, guys, it is very, very one-sided. It's so one-sided in the last game, and it didn't end in favor of Jake, so I can't call it. I can't. He's up time. He's got the extra queen. This has to be enough, you'd think. Like, there's no possible way. But there was no way last time. Let's just wait and see. If you move any rook, though, you lose the other one. You lose them both. Hand on his head. He doesn't play it. Oh my goodness, Jake could have won both rooks. And instead, we might see him pre-move this. Rook F1 is a very interesting idea. He could have tried it. Oh my goodness, Jake is choking again. He's choking. Holy shit. The throw is insane right now. White is in there with a shot. Now, these pawns are very tough to stop. But look at this. He's got an idea, folks. Is he going to go up or down? He goes up. Oh, my God. If he moved the rook back, there were some checkmating ideas. Oh, my goodness. Some real checkmating ideas. He could have maybe checked for a draw. 12 seconds. Oh, my God. And he finally takes it, and Levi surely is going down now. Oh, my goodness. Take a bow.
GG, buddy. Holy smokes. Oh my goodness. What a misclick. Jake, I can't hear you. Are you unmute yourself? You got to revel in your glory. You got to revel in your glory, man.
Yes, that was a series. That was a series.
Wow.
That's maybe my most disappointing misclick of all time in the moment that it matters, but one hell of a matchup, Jake. That was a lot of fun. Thanks, buddy.
Yeah, thanks for this. Thank you.
I mean, what to even say after everything we just saw? Hands down, the closest match, 5.5, 5.5, and having the win come at 6.5 is literally the closest. But also, we could just feel it that I think neither one of you was playing your best. There were a lot of blunders, but you were playing equally. Whatever you were playing was equal. We saw some good from both. We saw some horrible from both. Levi, how was the London for you? Because it looked great out there.
I mean, the first message I sent to Tim when he took me on a few weeks ago to fill in for this BrahChamps was I struggle converting the middle game. I don't create a great plan. So I'm very satisfied with the structure. I got a lot of the time out of it. But my brain hasn't come online enough. I don't have enough experience to strategize well in that middle game where Jake thrives. Like I've seen him so many times recover from brutal positions with forks, and like he's got a tactical eye. And so I was trying to channel some of that, actually, like not give up, and it worked for me. And then I totally botch checkmate patterns, and it's like it's 1100 chess. That's what it was.
Absolutely. Jake, is that what it felt like to you, that maybe your openings weren't the best, but you're kind of freestyling, you're switching, switching it up all the time, right?
This is exactly how I play. I lose pawn or pieces and pawns in the beginning, and then somehow I just come back, like clean stuff up and find things. But definitely not my best play. But I did feel like there were some good moments, especially with time in general.
You were the faster player for sure.
Yeah, I think
that StarCraft speed came through.
Well, yeah,
that StarCraft speed.
StarCraft, it's not good. Sometimes it's like, oh, I'll make a move, and it's like, okay, bye, queen. Don't need that anymore.
Did you download a sound pack? Did you download a sound pack to hear? Need more resources. Are you hearing StarCraft sounds?
Pawn is hanging. That would be amazing. If I did that, that would be perfect. No, but it was good games. I like a close match, even if I lose. So it was fun.
Yeah, you were actually both very fast. I want to say too fast. There were too many moments on both sides where a move was made and a response came in less than a second, and the move that was made had a serious threat, like mate or like a full queen, and the next move came in less than a second. It's like, I know that move wasn't processed, and then blunders happen. I'm telling you, coaches were losing their goddamn minds watching that kind of chess, because they're like, holy shit, just take 2 seconds and process what he did. But I mean, Jake, congrats, because it was a dogfight and you came out on top, and it was not without trying to lose it, because it really looked like you had it the game prior. You had the extra queen, and you blundered it. That was like a match turner right there.
I'm a fan of close matches. I'm a fan of keeping the audience in suspense. So sometimes I got to give it back so that we get that 5-5. That was the plan, actually. Yeah. So,
were you feeling optimistic, Levi? Like I actually saw a few times, you recoiled because of a big blunder, like significant blunder, or maybe a mouse slip. And then I felt like you were almost telling yourself or reminding yourself, look at the games in the match thus far. You can't give up after a piece drops, a queen drops. Literally, we've seen it all. We've seen both of you lose literally while up material. So were you actually at some point able to lock back in even better, despite like a completely lost position? Because it looked like you did so in a lot of these games near the end.
Yeah, I was trying to channel my inner casino duck. I'm rooting for the duck to all the way through. I think a fellow duck player over here. The way that I watched him bounce back after dropping queens is the energy that I like. He only did it once in a match, but like seeing that kind of like, hey, you've yelled this at me so many times, Aman, in stream, of develop your pieces. If they strategize together, you can find tactics. And so it's hard. It's disappointing for me when I don't feel I brought what I feel I'm capable of. And like in a competition environment today, like I can say pretty confidently, like, yeah, that's my competition chess right there. And that feels great. Like blunders and all, like that's me playing competition chess, trying to win. And I want to be better, and I'm not there. And I'm totally okay with that. Like I would have been so disappointed if Jake swept me, which was a total possibility, because I make mistakes that are big.
Yep, but it was equal mistakes. Mm-hmm. It was not the cleanest, but it was definitely a match I thought was going to be extremely close, and it delivered. Because you probably had better openings objectively. I thought the London was a problem, Jake. So it looked like that's maybe something to look at.
Which one's the London?
You're playing with the black pieces. That just every time you had the black pieces, problems.
Yeah, like I said, I like a challenge, so I like to play from behind in general. So my openings are generally statistically going to put me behind, so that I can have a challenge at this level. You know?
Right.
That's the goal with my play.
It did look very challenged.
Yeah.
Challenging.
It was challenging.
Sorry.
No, it was challenged. No, it was. Definitely was.
Well, Jake, you are the only one from this matchup that is moving on. And this is, looking at our bracket here, this is a matchup here in the losers bracket. You're moving on, and you're actually facing next Bobercio. Have you seen this? I mean, you're going from beard to beard, basically.
I feel like I've only fought beards the whole way through. I can't. Does Bam have a beard too?
I think
Am I misremembering?
I'm wondering if there's a way for you to only beat beards and win the event.
I'll take beards. I'll take them. I take a beard any day.
There you go. Well, that's the next matchup, and it also means that Levi, there are no more matchups for you. We are losing you in our BrahChamps event. This was probably the best way to go out. I'll point out, as you already did, you were more of a last-minute entrant than most to the event. So, I mean, what have you taken away from the matches, the intensity, and maybe, hopefully, the improvement that you've had thus far?
Yeah, I mean, I think there's so many skill sets to play a good game that are just barely coming online for me, and things like end games that was like lesson number 1 with Tim, and we were going over rook end games, and I'm sure the end games that were on display today were pretty disappointing for Coach Tim, because but I was watching the coaching streams and I was having such a blast watching a more experienced player experience the frustration of watching someone at our level try to learn what they already know. And so I was having such a fun time watching. So to join was just such a treat, because I think this is a pretty cool community event, and I really like that you guys are throwing this. And I think it's it's pretty rad. It's so fun. Just like I've been cheering on the coaching streams, and then now to actually like have the matches happen and to see some of them be so close. And I did hear through the grapevine though that Jake said he specifically threw the first matchup with Bam to get into the losers bracket to sweep through. So I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that strategy, Jake. I feel like
the Bam matches were pretty close too. And then there was that one I just threw away completely.
Yes.
It does make you wonder.
It seems like if I was to put money on someone being like a secret Dr. Lupo back end and like at just the right time finding the strategy, I don't know. I think I'm putting my money on Jake right now.
You think Jake's the plant?
I think Jake's he's in the chessbrah house right now. Like, how could he not be on the inside? That's what I'm thinking.
I'm on the inside. That is exactly it.
I think
let's just say I get some vibrations here and there, you know?
Yep.
Some vibrations.
Yep. Just good vibrations.
Some good vibes.
Jake, I want to let the record show that our lifetime pairing, it's still 7 to 7.5 to 6.5. So I'm still up on our
record. Show that my lifetime rating record against you is right now. What is it? 6.5 to 5.5?
Well, I did yours.
I believe. Yeah.
Yes.
What I believe to be true / what is most important.
Your truth.
My truth / what counted.
Very fair. I will go down in history as the first person to lose a round of BrahChamps against Pieszki. The very first match, I lost it in style.
Yep.
It was not in style. It was bad. But that's my claim to fame now. First loser ever.
It's true. There will never be another first loser. You have it. You have that title wrapped up.
Here's the final sign, Aman.
Should have practiced more and made less signs.
I should have made more signs and practiced less. That's what I think. Not enough signs.
I think 2 valid approaches to the same game. Jake, we'll see you for your match against Bobercio when we can get that scheduled. It will be another 1st to 6. You remain alive. You only got that 1 life left in double elim, but for now, you take out Levi in the closest BrahChamps match to date, the most intense, dare I say, the most memorable thus far. So thank you, Jake and Levi, for the match and the pure entertainment today.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah, this is great.
See you guys. Take care.
Bye.